Jai Mahamaya ki, Jai Bole Baba ki, Jai. In our last discourse, we saw the Sukracharya went to Lord Shiva to Mount Kailash to get the secret mantra so that he could help the demons. Meanwhile, the demons got afraid and they ran to Sukracharya's mother's and father's hermitage, and the mother was defending them, and Lord Vishnu cut off her head. So here we are at chapter 12. Vedavyasa said, O King Janamejaya, on seeing Vishnu killing his wife and thus committing a dreadful, atrocious act, the Bhagavan Bhrigu, who is her husband, was very sorry and began to tremble with anger and addressed Vishnu thus. Bhrigu said, O Vishnu, you have done an extremely sinful act. O intelligent one, knowing it, you have done so. What a great wonder. Nobody dreams of the murder of a Brahmana's daughter, and you have committed it indeed, black and white. O Deva, the Maharishis declare you to be sattvic, engaged in preservation, Brahma to be rajasic, the creator, and Sambhashiva to be tamasic, the destroyer. Why then is this contrary thing visible in this case? Why have you become tamasic? Why have you done this crime, O Vishnu? The females are never to be killed. This is known fact. Then why have you killed this woman without any faults? You have done a very atrocious deed. What shall I do to you? It is due that I should curse you, O great sinner. You have pained me very much and made me very weary. I will not curse Indra. Indra always assumes a deceitful appearance and behaves like a black, cruel serpent. But your mind is all full of wickedness, Vishnu, and I shall curse you. O Vishnu, those munis who call you sattvic are fools. I have seen today that your ways are exceptionally vicious and tamasic. O Vishnu, I curse you now to take frequent births, suffer very frequently in different wombs in the earth, and thus suffer the pains of remaining on the earth. O King, Vedavyasa said, therefore, whenever religion subsides in the world, Bhagavan Vishnu incarnates frequently in this human world due to the curse of Bhrigu. Now the king said, O Basa Munis, did that Mahatma Bhrigu again marry and lead a householder's life when his wife was thus killed by the lustrous disc of Sudarsana of Vishnu? Vedavyasa answered, O king, the sacrificer Bhrigu angrily cursed Hari, Vishnu, and next took that severed head and quickly placed it over the body of his wife as before and said, O Devi, Vishnu has slain you today. I will make you regain your life just now, if I am acquainted with the dharmas, and if I have practiced these in my life, and if I have spoken truth always, then dost thou regain your life by my religious merit. Let all the devas witness my power and strength. If I know the truth, if I have studied all the Vedas, and if I have realized the knowledge of the Vedas, then I, sprinkling your body with this cold water, charged with my mantras, will revive you. O King, Vedavyasa said, sprinkled by the water of Bhrigu, his wife regained her life and rose up at once and felt herself glad and smiled. All the persons and living creatures, seeing her stand as if awakened from her sleep, at once exclaimed from all sides, well done, well done, thanked Bhrigu and his wife very much and highly praised them. Thus seeing the fair-complexioned wife regain her life through Bhrigu, Indra and all the devas were very struck with wonder. Indra then addressed the devas. Now the mother of Sukracharya has regained her life through Bhrigu. But when Sukracharya will receive the mantras After his severe tapasya, we do not know what terrible harm he can do to us. Though the deep sleep that overtook Indra had now left him, yet he became very unhappy, remembering the severe asceticism of Sukracharya's tapasya and his receiving the mantra. Thinking over deeply in his mind, Indra called his daughter Jayanti and spoke to her with affection. Go, daughter, I give you over to Sukracharya. Do this service for me. Go to Sukracharya and help him in his asceticism and bring him under your control. By whatever acts the Muni be pleased, dost thou do at once and please him in every way, and thus remove my fear. The large-eyed, beautiful Jayanti, hearing her father's words, went to the hermitage and there saw the rishi inhaling and drinking the smoke. On seeing the body of the ascetic and remembering her father's words, she brought the leaves of the plantain trees and began to fan him. The intelligent Jayanti, with no excitement, used to bring the pure, clear, cool, and well-scented water and place it with great devotion before the sage for his drinking. When the sun was over his head, she used to prepare some protection with her clothes from the sun, and thus made the shade for him. Thus in various ways did she begin to serve the Muni, Sukracharya, herself remaining steady in her religion. She brought sweet and ripe fruits proper according to the sastras, and used to place them before him for his repast. In the performance of his daily duties, she used to collect the kusa grass of the span of a thumb and forefinger and flowers, white and yellow, and place them before him. For the Muni's bedding to lie down and sleep, she used to gather soft green leaves with them, and she used to keep his bed ready. And when the Muni laid himself down, she used to fan him gently. Never did she exhibit any fear of curse, any gesture or posture calculated to disturb his mind. The sweet-tongued, thin lady used to praise Sukracharya in pleasing and favorable terms. When the Muni awoke, she placed water before him to wash his face and hands. Thus serving the Muni did she stay in the hermitage. The fear-stricken Indra used to send messengers to fathom the mind of that self-controlled Muni. Thus did Jayanti serve for a good many years the Muni Sukracharya, being void of anger and observing duly her celibacy. In this way, 1,000 years passed duly. The god Mahadeva Shiva was very pleased and addressed Sukracharya that he had come to give him boons that he desired. The god Mahadeva Shiva said, "Whatever there exists in this universe, whatever you see with your eyes, and whatever cannot be described in words, you will be the Lord of all these and the conqueror of all. There is no doubt in this. You cannot be killed by any creature. You will be the ruler of all beings and will be reckoned as the best of the Brahmins." The god Shiva disappeared then and there after granting him the boons. Then Sukracharya saw Jayanti and said to her, "O lady of beautiful hips, whose daughter art thou? What is the desire in your mind? What for have you come here? O one of beautiful thighs, what is your duty? O beautiful eyes, I am very pleased with all that you have done for me. What do you want, O one of good vows? Ask boons from me, I will grant them, even if they be difficult." On hearing this, Jayanti's face became bright with joy, and she said, "Whatever I desire, you know that already by force of your tapasya." Sukracharya said, "Your mental desires I know. Still mention them yourself particularly. I will do good to you in any way you like. I am pleased with your services." Jayanti said, "O Brahman, I am the daughter of Indra, and I am the younger of my brother Jayanta. Father has given me over to you. I now like to live with you. Kindly fulfill my desires now, O blessed one. You better take me and enjoy me according to Dharma and make me your wife. This is my desire." Sukracharya said, O thou of large and handsome hips, better enjoy with me for 10 years, according to your liking, without being visible to anybody. Thus saying, Sukracharya went to his home and, according to religious observances, married Jayanti and lived with her for 10 years under the shade of Maya and unobserved by anybody. On the other hand, the demons, hearing that Sukracharya returned home successful getting his desired mantra, were very glad and went to his house to pay their respects to him. But Sukracharya was then living with Jayanti, hence the demons could not see him under the veil of Maya. Then they got very much dejected, sorry, and were dropped in spirits. They searched for him again and again. Not being able to see Sukracharya under the shade of Maya, the demons were very sorry and got afraid and then returned to their own residences. On the other hand, the Devas, knowing that Sukracharya was being with Jayanti under the veil of Maya, Indra, the god of the Devas, spoke to the Deva Guru Briaspati. O Guru, advise us what to do under the present circumstances and relieve us of the impending difficulties. O Brahmana, better go today to the Danavas and do that by which our honor may be maintained. You better put the demons under some charm by your magical spell and think and do good to us. On hearing Indra's words and knowing that Sukracharya is now enjoying with Jayanti, Briaspati went to the demons, putting on the appearance of Sukracharya. Going to the demons, he called on them very politely and sweetly. The asuras said that Sukracharya had come in presence with them. The demons were very glad and bowed down before Sukracharya and could not make out that he was the false Sukracharya under the Mayak charm of Brihaspati. Then the false Sukracharya asked the welfare of the demons and said, I went so long for your good. I performed severe tapasya and satisfied the god Shiva and acquired from him the mantra, the sacred knowledge, and that I will frankly explain to you. On hearing this, the demons were very pleased, and knowing that the Guru had been successful, were filled with joy. They saluted him with joy and began to live quietly and freely without any pains, having got rid of the fear of the Devas. Here ends the 12th chapter in the 4th book of the Srimad Devi Bhagavatam of the Mahapurana of 18,000 verses by Maharishi Vedavyasa on Brigu's curse and the dialogue between Sukracharya and the demons. Jai Mahamaya ki jai, Ma Lakshmi Mata ki jai, Ma Saraswati Mata ki jai, Ma Durga Mata ki jai, Hadakandashwari Mata ki jai, Bole Baba ki jai.